Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we will learn how to create a user on Firebase and log in with that user. I have already a sign up screen and a login screen. In the previous tutorial I have shown you how we can create a login screen, complex login screen and with SwiftUI and with the same UI, I have created a sign up screen with some extra male female check and one extra confirm password field. Other other things are same like as in login screen. So first of all, we will create a first of all we will install a pod where we will, if you don't want to install analytics, it is your choice, but you install Firebase Auth for authentication. Firebase Firestore will be for a database storing. So you need to install this pod, and then let's get started with the sign up. First of all, I have created a here authentication model with the Firebase auth importing and SwiftUI importing. I have added a published variable is sign up successful and error and is login successful. For authentication, it will handle all of the authentication process. It will work as a view model. So first of all, we will create a user. So for that we have already created a function, email and password and confirm password, and check the password. If it is not successful, then it will show this error and it will impact on the UI, which I will show you later. So other check is if the password is not equal to confirm password, then it will be this error. Then all the checks are done, validations are done, then we can use auth create user with the email and password, user data and the error garlet. Then it will return if not error. If there is error, then we will implement this one, and the error will be error dot localize description. So we have login successful to false. If there is any error while creating a user on Firebase, then it will show error. Otherwise, what we want is that to go to login screen if it is successful. Then let's run this code for now. For now we have created only a create user function, but now we have to add this, call this create user function here for the sign up screen. So it will be, we have already taken a view model here, so we will copy this cell dot and call create user self email then password, and then it will be confirm password. So this will authenticate um, the user for creating a user on Firebase and create a user after authentication. So let's see what it will do. For now, what we have to do, one more thing, that is that we need to add a error view. Suppose if authentication dot is sign up successful, is not successful, then it will be, I have already created a view, error view, where you can pass a title will be error, and message will be view authentication view model, error will be, message will be this error, and is shown will be depend on this one published variable. Whenever there will be any error, this method will be called from here. Whenever the value changes, this method will be called, this one, this view will be shown if there is any error. If there is no error, then what we have to do, we have to log into a new page. So for now, let's see what it is doing right now. First of all, there is a sign up so login screen, then we will click on, first we will see please fill all fields. Now we have Veeram dot Rakesh 64587@gmail.com, and we will add a password 123456. It will ask. So here we have something wrong with the keyboard. Let's run this again, and let's see what it will do. It will create a user on Firebase. So if there is no error, then we need to open the login screen. Let's see first what it is doing right now. Sign up, and v@gmail.com, and then 12345, and we will put 12345. Password is not matched, then we will add 6. Now what it will do, now we have to add a code here. So for that I have already a login screen here, login view. So I have also added a one more thing here, where it is called login view is called here. I have already added a notification center. Whenever notification is fired, these methods are called on receive for the particular notification. Suppose if login segment button is clicked, then this is called, and the sign up toggle is also called. So first of all, what we have to do is that we need to call the sign up authentication view, and then here the notification center post notification dot I have given name segment clicked, then it will push to the login screen. So now it will call this one notification method while whenever the notification is fired of segment clicked. I have created a segment clicked notification here with the extension of So whenever this will be called, it is, so let's see, v@gmail.com 123456. Again this is happening. Now for the next two we have login screen. Let's see, this error is occurring again and again in simulator. ZTAC 44. So sign up v@gmail.com. Why it is doing this? Don't know why. v@gmail.com 123456 123456 and return. Don't know why it is doing this. v@gmail.com 12345 1234 12345. It is still asking. Okay, v@gmail.com 123456 23456. Now it is showing the welcomes. The login, it means login is successful. Now what we have to do is that on login screen we will log in with the Firebase user. So let's, I have already created login method, so it will not take much time. So here auth auth, there is a method sign in with email and a password, user data and a error. We will copy this the same here, so it will not take much time, and change the value of a login successful. Error will be same, and the notification will be login successful. So when this method is, when the login is successful, this notification will be fired, and this notification is doing this, changing the toggle of login successful. So for that I have already added a login successful check. It will lead to the home view, which will say home screen. So login successful, whenever change, it will, the whenever the notification will be fired, login success will be changed. So let's see uh, where we are, login. So we need to call this method inside this login view. Okay, here. So we have to call this method here, self.view model authentication view model sign in login self.email self.password. So whenever this method will be called, one more thing what we have to do is that we need to add a error view also if there is any error. So for that authentication error login, what it is not sure. Let's see here, login successful. If login is successful, then is not successful, then what we have to show, the error view, error error view with the title error, and a message will be error, and it will be is login successful, and we will put dollar sign. So now we have added the error view. So let's run this again. Whenever this method will be called here, then sign in with the email. If there is not any error, so it we will fire an notification login successful, which will be called here, here, and the login successful toggle, and this will lead to the home screen. If there is any error on this screen, then it will be false and the error will be passed to the error, and this view will be shown. Then it will be checked and the error view will be shown like this. Suppose we have v@gmail.com 1234, so it will, the password is invalid or the user does not have a password. It is the error from the Firebase. So we have to use 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is successful and it will lead to the home screen. This is for today's tutorial. I only want to show you how we can create a user on Firebase with SwiftUI, and log in with the Firebase on with the help of SwiftUI. So that's all for today's tutorial. For creating a database and other things, we will cover that in next tutorial. Thank you so much.